Hey, welcome back to another video. Now we're about to do Puffy tried to blink me. Terrence reveals shocking Diddy meeting in Hollywood. Ooh. Subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash that like button up. Watch this video all the way through. I appreciate you. Let's get it, let's go. So Diddy tried to do something to Terrence Howard. Ooh, okay, well, let's figure it out.
You know, there's a short life in...
Why do you think that is with the creative side?
Well, because losing out money, you got to take drugs. You're going through so much shit to try and deal with life. You are literally, it's an unhealthy space. And so eventually you're going to go too far. You know, who knows what happened to Philip? Who knows what he had to do in order to get to where he was at? There's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it. And they got to keep getting high, hoping to get it out of their head. You know, but when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is?
Did Terrence Howard just admit that? Did Terrence Howard just admit that people get? Did Terrence Howard just admit that? This is shocking to me because it's coming from Terrence Howard. It doesn't seem like this guy is keen on lying, but wow, it just threw me off. That just threw me off.
What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it.
That's why a lot of Hollywood people be smoking and drinking, because they lost their manhood or their womanhood or whatever it is. That's deep, man. And then you got to think about it. So many people that take advantage of people like that, like people who travel out to these places to just make it from these faraway lives, to be taken advantage of by people who understand that they're traveling out to these places to make it to these faraway lives, make it from that faraway life they come from. Like it's mind blowing, man. It really is, man. Sad. It's really sad.
That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there, because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't...
Wait, I'm confused. So Terrence, how did he get there? That's just the question I have every time I hear somebody come out and start talking about this stuff. Are you saying that you played a role in that? Because Terrence excelled in a lot of movies. Terrence is a very, very popular actor in Hollywood. So how did you become so popular? You made it with your integrity. You were in a lot of the same movies and in a lot of the same places that a lot of these people talk about. But he said Puffy tried to mess with him, so let's figure this out. Let's see what he says.
Trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant.
I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's trying to... My fault, y'all. Oh shit. Why am I thinking this funny? Oh man, that's horrible. Ooh, man. Yo. So the whole time he's sitting there, he's just looking at him like, hey, I want some of that. I want some of that. Every time you come over, be an acting coach, I want some of that. Oh man. Ugh. Ew. Oh man. God. Yeah.
That's it. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands-off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you like, or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play game.
I don't bend over in that way. It's like when you start talking about this stuff, everything that comes out of your mouth sound weird. I don't bend over in that way. What do you mean? What way are you talking about bending over, dude? Oh, man. Like, oh, that was hilarious. I think he's trying to... Okay, well, that's a sign to never come back to this house. Whew. That I ain't gonna lie, that was comedy.
Roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit. Because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolutely. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of guys on to talk about this stuff. Are you done with Hollywood because of this specific reason?
I'm still working. I still, I haven't made the money necessary to do all of the other stuff. So I still have to go and do the chitlin circuit. I still have to do the job that I need to. But eventually, I've done what I set out to do, which was to redefine the universe. I've proven what I've set out to do, and that's why I have all the patents. Whether they evaluate it or not, that's up to them. But I've done the work and finished it. Now I can go on and do whatever else we need to do. Hi, everyone. My name is Terrence Howard. I'm an actor, but in the field of science also. So if you would like to connect with me, you can connect with me on Minect, the QR.
That's his whatever he's trying to sell. But I mean, like, yeah, so go get that if you can. But man, like, so this is not uncommon knowledge in Hollywood what Diddy does, right? This is not uncommon knowledge. Harvey Weinstein was not uncommon knowledge. Adam Bennett, I heard he grabbed somebody's He grabbed the big dude, big bald dude. I forgot his name. Tyrese, not Tyrese, but big buff guy, big buff dude. I forgot his name. I don't know, but yeah, like stuff like that happens in Hollywood, man. I mean, that's something that's crazy. But anyways, hey y'all, I'm out. Peace.